Be fair. I mean, that's the whole premise of democracy, is that the people decide who they want to represent them and the policies they want to represent them. So to just completely disregard that and go based off of, oh, well, I think he should be removed, then that does lead us a little bit closer to authoritarianism and fascism.
What if I told you that that was actually Biden that just did that to Trump in Colorado?
You also have to consider the nuance behind.
So how could you support Biden knowing that they're doing that to Trump?
There's the taking of all the classified documents.
Biden also stole classified documents too. And they had him in his garage in the Corvette. He had him at the college at the Penn State. So I feel like everyone has taken classified documents.
What's happening, people? Buzz here. So we need to react to this NPC, MSNBC, CNN individual. This person right here is the quiet poster child for every Democrat and liberal in today's society. You can, at the first glance, without even playing the video, you can already tell what she thinks, how her stances are based on Trump and Biden, and who she's going to vote for. Let's take a look at this video.
I don't know if you saw, but Trump is actually calling for Biden to be removed from the ballot. There's been no convictions, but these unelected Supreme Court judges are trying to remove Biden from the ballot, which I think is like extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Oh, for sure. That's an extremely dangerous precedent. I mean, there's been no convictions. There's been nothing illegal done. So there's no precedent for removing him. And it's mostly just to appeal to the fan base. But either way, it's a pretty dangerous thing to do.
I feel like that's like a similar tendency to Hitler, you know?
Yeah.
Like if there was a conviction, that'd be one thing. But like I always say, why don't you let the voters decide? Why would you want the candidate who's leading in the polls to be removed from the ballot so you would have an easier chance of winning?
Oh, for sure. And then
Okay, now watch this Shaney Rich. By the way, I forgot to mention this Shaney Rich on TikTok. He's all over the place. He's doing actually God's work. He's actually doing what people want to see people doing. And it's great. I love seeing this. I love seeing the hypocrisy. I love seeing the ignorance from these individuals with this pink, purple hair who, by the way, this woman's super obese, overweight. Maybe she follows Lizzo's purposes or ways of life, ways of thinking, these feminist ideas that make these individuals look like idiots. Now, like, watch this. He's about to hit the reverse Uno card on her ass when he's going to reveal that he's talking about Biden. He's talking about Biden taking off, Trump off these ballots and coming after him. And these lawsuits coming after him at every angle, right? He's coming after him on the camera. Every time he has the time to bash, Trump as this right-wing extremist racist, he goes and does it. Now he's about to tell this woman, hey, this is all about Biden. This is what the liberals are doing. This is what the democracy, you're just now touting what they're doing. Take a look.
be fair. I mean, that's the whole premise of democracy, is that the people decide who they want to represent them and the policies they want to represent them. So to just completely disregard that and go based off of, oh, well, I think he should be removed, then that does lead us a little bit closer to authoritarianism and fascism.
What if I told you that that was actually Biden that just did that to Trump in Colorado?
You also have to consider the nuance behind what is being investigated currently. If they have enough to have a conviction, then sure. If they don't, then they don't.
They don't have a conviction, but they just did it to Trump.
Yeah.
So how could you support Biden knowing that they're doing that to Trump?
There's the taking of all the classified documents.
Biden also stole classified documents too. And they had him in his garage in the Corvette. He had him at the college at the Penn State. So I feel like everyone has taken classified documents. It's like a rules for thee, but not for me is what it seems like against Trump, you know?
Not exactly. When you consider the amount of interference.
Not exactly. The nuance. Why? Because it's Trump. There is no such thing as laws or democracy in a republic when it comes to Trump. Trump is bad. Orange man bad. This is what this woman and people like her think. Every time you see someone with pink hair that's morbidly obese, you don't even have to ask them a question about what they're actually thinking or who they're going to vote for, because they tell you straight up. They're walking bulletin boards, walking posters, walking protests. This is exactly what this individual is doing right here. The way she's dressed, how she looks, how she thinks. Oh, it's the nuance. Oh, it's Trump. That's what these people think. Like, democracy is not for you if it's Trump, but it is for Biden. He can go and take documents just like everyone else, or he can go and do these things, have these business deals with Hunter, and it's fine. It's completely fine. Doesn't matter, right? What happened to the Ukraine guy, the what was his name? Victor Shokin? Remember him bragging about that? Well, son of a bitch. 6 hours, you guys fired. They're gonna get on the plane. Remember that? The China, the payments for the truck. What about all this stuff? But we have Ivanka, we have Donald Jr. going to testify in court, and they're trying to get them in trouble. But what's up with Hunter? Where's the probe into his life and Joe Biden's life? Hypocrisy.
Interference when it comes to like Russia and foreign policy and everything like that.
Oh, you mean
Either
how that?
way,
But that was
it just
debunked.
doesn't-
But that was debunked though. They said Russia. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Do you not remember how Adam Schiff got censured for lying about it? There was never a conviction for Russian
Just
interference.
because there isn't a conviction does not mean that there isn't sufficient evidence.
Do you not remember the Steele dossier though? The FBI lied. Hillary Clinton campaign paid the FBI to lie about the Russia.
Either way, there needs to be a line, and that line is something that has to be determined by the public.
Yeah, and that's why Trump's leading in the polls. You know, over 60%, and then they want to remove him from the ballot because they know he's going to win.
I don't know about that, but
You don't think so?
no, I don't.
Clearly, this individual knows nothing about anything. She only knows what TikTok tells her, what Facebook tells her, Instagram, Twitter, her little inner circle. That's all she knows. That's all she's touting. That's all she's barfing out back to, Shane Rich when he's doing these interviews. When he comes to these NPCs who have these talking points that they don't do actually any factual digging into, they just spit them out and say it. They don't have any inclination to actually what they're saying. The clear ignorance and hypocrisy these individuals are touting, it's just full out in view, and they don't care. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how these colleges indoctrinate and spit these kids out, and they look exactly like this woman. Morbidly obese, ignorant, retarded, stupid, and they got this pink hair, and they dress weird, and they want your kids to be, transgenders, gay, whatever. I don't get it. I seriously don't understand it. It does not make sense for why people are so biased when it comes to Trump. See him for what he is. Yeah, he says dumb stuff every now and then, grab him by the punani and stuff like that. I understand. But doesn't make him bad, right? He's not clearly the worst person. When you have career politicians like Joe Biden in office and they're siphoning our resources and they're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel, and there's going to be a potential Taiwan war probably, there's problems. How do you stop money hungry or warmongers continuing to destroy our economy, continue to destroy our nation? And by doing that, and by this racial division, they divide us. He goes up on TV numerous times. There's a compilation video. I'll play a little bit of it. But he talks about this white extremists, these white racists.
White supremacy is terrorism. And white supremacists will not have the last word. And this venom and violence cannot be the story of our time. Enough of us have the guts and the hearts to stand up. To stand up against the poison of white supremacy, as I did my inaugural address, to single out as the most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy. According to the United States intelligence community, domestic terrorism from white supremacists is the most lethal terrorist threat in the homeland.
Even if you're black, they call you racist. Mexican, you have any common sense, you're racist. That's what they do. That's how they operate. When you have common sense, you're racist, bigot, you're a domestic terrorist, you're all this stuff and in between. It's hilarious. Now let's watch this other Biden supporter here from Shaney.
Trump or Biden?
Easy choice, Biden. Inflation rate at an all-time low, unemployment at an all-time low, stock market's all-time high, First Step Job Act. He freed Kodak Black, freed ASAP Rocky, freed Lil Wayne, freed Snoop Dogg homeboy, not to mention, and got a mugshot himself. But I think I meant to say Trump. I meant to say Trump. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to say Biden.
Boy.
I meant to be, I'm voting for Trump, not Biden.
Trump or Biden?
Trump. I meant to say Trump, not Biden. Like, I love this guy. This guy right here, he knows what's up. He touted all these facts. He done the digging. He done the research. He knows what's up. Unlike those other MSNBC, NPC, talking head moron with the pink head, she knows nothing. I mean, look at this guy right here. This guy is the walking poster child or someone that should think like that NPC liberal. But he's not. He's actually using his brain, right? He's actually having conscious thinking. He's not biased. He's thinking, using his brain, using the brain cells he got to actually have conscious, real, substance coming from his mouth. And Shane, look at him. He's doing it. He knows what's up. He knows the deal. He knows this person is actual intelligence. He has actual intelligence. He didn't go through these college systems and get indoctrinated if he went to these liberal colleges or not. Like, it's just a scam. These colleges are scams. They're stealing your money. They're not even teaching your kids nothing. You're not getting actual good jobs after you're going into massive debt, and you're wondering why you can't get a job while having pink hair and shouting that the orange man's bad. Hilarious. Let me know what you think about these NPCs and this Trump supporter here in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. The best. See you on the next one.